No, looking in the books.
Oh, sorry. Lale! Hey, you look great. You look like you're tan. This is not somebody who spent the spring break in the library.
St. Bart's. A bunch of us took a cottage down there.
Nice. Is it true that they have new beaches down there?
Well, you should have come down and seen for yourself.
Oh, actually, I was a little busy. I went to Paris.
Nice. Were you alone? No, he wasn't alone. He was with me. And it was incredibly romantic. Right, Angel? So, you can forget about it, Lale. He is taken.
The couple in booth 2.
Thank you.
What's the guy got to do to get some coffee around here?
I'll be right with you, okay?
What are you doing here? Hey, you better be nice to your customers, man. Unless you want your mommy to find out that you mortgaged this place from R.J. Gannon and not the bank. Keep your voice down. See, you're in debt to Carlo Hesser now because you were late on your payment. So either give me some coffee or you're gonna have to break your poor little mommy's heart.
Tonio. Sandy.
Your own little 5-0, huh? Hey, you know what? I bet you'd like to hear the news, too. Watch yourself. What's up?
I love you, too.
I'm sorry, honey. Look, I'm just having one of those days.
That's all right. I'll be quick. Has she come by yet?
Who?
Who else? Sonia DeSantis, the one who says she's going to clear your name. I thought she was going to come by there this afternoon.
She said she'd think about it. But I guess she decided not to stick her neck out because I...
We went by his office. He's not there. It's really important. We got something we want to show him.
How many G's and exaggerate?
Linda, you can file this in a circular file. Hey, honey.
Hey.
Drew. How come nobody told me you were here?
We were busy exaggerating.
Huh?
Forget it. Anyway, we have something that we want to show you.
Hey, listen, this can wait.
What are you talking about? He's not going to wait. This is too important. Look at this. We got Drew's transcripts from Atlanta. Huh? Check out those grades, commish.
Hey, listen. Are you still dating what's-her-name in the registrar's office? Oh, way to go, buddy. Listen, you think she'd change a few grades for me in the computer? If you asked her, right? No, not much. Just make a few D's become B's.
That's not bad.
Not bad? A B average?
This comes from a woman who never got less than an A+ on anything in her entire life.
So, in other words, you're less than impressed.
What, are you kidding? He would have killed for grades like that.
Well, I was what they called academically challenged.
Yeah. Translation, he goofed off. Come on. Give your son the chance to make up for your laziness. His registration fee and spring tuition is due today.
Whoa, honey, whoa, back up. Just pull back on those reins. I want to make sure that this is something that Drew really wants to do.
Oh, I got it.
Got what?
You don't want to pay the tab for my college, do you?
Of course, I'll pay for your college education.
Because you feel like you have to, right?
Drew, do you want to go? Or is this something that Nora's making you feel like it's your solemn duty?
Wait a minute. I did not pressure him. I just called. being useful. That's all with Rachel.
I know, honey. I know. You want to throw yourself into something, right? And Drew's education. I mean, that's a very worthy cause.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd just like to know that he's the one that's choosing to do that.
Look, why don't I make this easy for everybody, okay? I'll go out and get a job. I can fix cars. I can lay carpet. I can do anything.
You're a good student.
Would you just let the man talk?
I have let the man talk. I've heard him talk over and over again in the car ride over here. He was thrilled and excited about going to college. And then somehow you started, and the next thing you know, he's second-guessing himself.
Why is this my fault?
Look, I don't want to make a family feud here, okay? If it's a matter of money, then let's just...
for goodness sake, your father's loaded. That's why I married him.
Well, then you got just what you deserve because my value just took a big nosedive. Did you see what happened to Buchanan Enterprises stock on Wall Street yesterday?
Yeah, well, I happen to know that your portfolio is far more diversified than Buchanan preferred. Did you get a hold of your father?
Finally, yeah, he's on site in Galveston. You know, his radio on the plane was working fine last night. And then it seems like somebody tried to jam it or something.
Well, maybe somebody did try and jam it. And, of course, if this accident wasn't an accident. I'm sorry, Drew. Where were we?
You guys like to play this game, don't you? Listen, I'm going to take off, okay?
No, son, please, look, before you take off, I just want to be clear about this. I would be more than proud to pay for your education. I think that's the least I could do, since I wasn't a part of your life for so many years. See, it's not about the money. It isn't. I'd just like to know that it's something that you really do want to do. So is it?
Blair! Good morning, Toria.
I believe it's afternoon, darling, and isn't it a bit late for your ride?
Well, actually, Star woke up with a sore throat, so I had to be sure, but she is in very good hands with Miss Chickwamani, and besides her mother needs to do her exercising.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you do.
Mm-hmm. So what are you doing here drinking coffee? I thought you'd be sipping champagne now that dear David is out of your life.
Yes, it does seem too good to be true, doesn't it? That he's pled guilty to lesser charges and he's going to leave town immediately. Of course, he did accept a small token of my appreciation.
Oh, you bought him off, you mean?
Oh, I don't care what you call it. The point is that the Kramer name is now as proud and pure as ever.
Proud and pure, I'm not sure about that. As far as the Kramer...
What is it?
Oh.
It's your exercise partner.
Patrick! You know my dear Aunt Dorian Laura, don't you? Yes.
Hello.
Actually, I was on my way to the stables. I was going to get Airbie a little exercise.
Oh, Joe Higgins will set him up for you. I'm on my way over to the college.
Oh, I thought your class wasn't until 2.
True, but it's my first day with those wild and woolly Americans. I want to be prepared.
What's this about a class?
Oh, that's right. You probably don't know. Well, Patrick took a teaching job over at Landview University.
Oh, watch out, Patrick. The young women of Landview University have been known to fall hard for a handsome young professor like you.
I'll keep that in mind. Dorian, right?
Right.
Blair, enjoy your ride.
All right. Good luck. All right. What was that look about?
As if you didn't know.
Oh. Wasn't really in the mood for riding anyway.
Oh, poor Marty.
Not that I'm complaining, but what is this for?
Just to remind you so you won't forget about me.
I don't know how could I ever do that. But just in case, you better give me a little bit more.
I want to keep something for you to come home to. And I want you to get home early because we've been so busy. I'm planning on unplugging the phone and having a nice little dinner for 2. Oh, what? Oh, please don't tell me you've made other plans.
I hope I don't have any more, but I do have to go down to the police station. One of the kids got in trouble last night, and I've got to go straighten things out with Bo.
My husband, the Good Samaritan. All right, I'll drop you off on the way to campus.
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't have school today.
No, I don't. I have to pick up some notes on a lecture that Dr. Kim gave last week. Hey, the med school's all the way across campus from the college. I will not be running into Patrick.
Yeah, you won't mean to. But the guy was able to get himself locked in with you in the library last time, and I'm sure that he could find a way to run into you this time.
It won't happen. Trust me.
Oh, I do trust you. Well, Patrick Thornhart, that's a different story. You better just stay away from you. Far away.
We can be adult about this. Look, Leo, just because you used to date Joey doesn't mean that you can pick up where you left off.
Kelly, it's okay. We were just talking.
Well, I don't blame Kelly for being suspicious. Given what she told me about you, I'm surprised she's even going out with you, much less to Paris.
Leo, there's something you should know about what Kelly told you about me being a Casanova.
It is a thing of the past.
Joey's overcome his sexual addiction, thank God. Right now, it is just the two of us, totally committed.
Hey, how do you guys find your way around this place? I got lost just coming over from the registrars. But then again, sometimes you need to get lost to find your way.
Leo, this gentleman oozing Southern charm is my cousin Drew. Drew, this is my good friend.
Leo, I'm not likely to forget.
Does your cousin have the same addiction?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. See you later.
You can count on it.
So, does this mean you decided to register?
Your father must be thrilled.
I don't know about that, but since Nort twisted his arm to pay my freight. But, by the way, do you know what her major is?
Leo? Fine arts.
Sounds good to me. Maybe I'll major in that, too.
So, now my Uncle Bo is paying for you to pick up girls.
You got a problem with that?
No, I'm making a joke about that.
Let's get going, Joey. Look, I want to get a good seat for class.
Yeah.
Which class is that?
That would be Survey of Western Lit. Easiest course on campus. Everybody takes it. Professor 11, total pushover. See ya.
Yeah.
See you. Sooner than you think.
Aren't you forgetting something? Oh, you mean that? Just put it on my tab. You don't have a tab. Mrs. Vega, what do you think you're doing?
What is it?
Your son here, he had me try out the coffee to see what I think about it, and now he wants to charge me for it. Is that fair? Especially when you're doing a friend a favor.
Excuse me, I don't understand.
Guy thinks she's being funny. Okay. Get out of here. Sure thing. But I'll be back. That is for some more of that terrific coffee.
And what was that all about?
Same old, same old. Look, it all started when he led the arrows and I led the prize.
Yeah, but that's long in the past.
Not for Javier.
Tonio, I don't want to see you get mixed up in all that stuff again. Are you listening to what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, Mommy. Look, you don't have anything to worry about, okay? Nothing at all. Sonia, you came back. Thanks.
Don't thank me. This is the last place I want to be seen. When you said you'd come to my
Look,
house.
I don't want to bother you, but I need your help.
I can't help you.
Can't or won't?
What's the difference?
It makes a big difference to me. Makes a difference between me being labeled a murderer or me getting my name back. You got the power.
I'm sorry, Antonio. I can't, okay? It's too much to ask.
You came this far. At least hear me out. 5 minutes. Is that asking too much?
You know, I really don't have time for all this red tape. Why don't you just give me my things and I'll be on my way?
You want to get released?
you sign the forms in triplicate. Watch him, Stu. He is still in custody.
It's mere formality, really. According to my lawyer, I can...
Why don't you quit while you're ahead, Vickers? You know where you'd be right now if Dorian and Kelly were willing to testify?
But they weren't, were they? Had a change of heart. Sort of restores your faith in humanity, doesn't it?
Humanity I like. You I don't. So why don't you just pack up this suspended sentence and get out of town today? Otherwise, you and I may both be amazed at just how many local laws a man can violate.
Oh, I think you can relax. I'm on my way out of town. Just have to say goodbye to a few old friends.
Well, Kelly Kramer better not be one of them.
Kelly who? You see? I've already put all those unpleasant memories behind me. Onward and upward.
Is he still in town? Somebody heat up the tar and get out the feathers.
Nora, I'm going to miss that sense of humor of yours. Did I mention your legs?
Forget it, honey. The guy's history. Come on, tell me about Drew, all right? Did he get signed up?
Well, I dropped him off at the registrar's office, so, I assume. Why do you keep questioning his intentions?
I just want to make sure.
Oh, he has told you again and again how much he wants to go to college. The only person who's lukewarm on the idea is you. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe you don't want to pay for his college.
It's not about money. You know that.
Then what is it about? And don't tell me that you just want to be really, really, really sure he wants to go to school. Is there something else involved here?
Well, yeah, maybe there is. Yeah. You see, he was raised by Becky Lee, and somehow she fixed it so that I couldn't find him. See, I was a dad in name only.
And that's his fault?
No, I didn't say that it was, but all of a sudden he shows up here. Now we're supposed to understand each other just like that?
No, nobody said that you had to
Well, that's not the way it works out. See, he doesn't know what to think about me. That works both ways. Every time I try to clear the air with him, all of a sudden he gets his back up and he starts acting like I'm some kind of a cheapskate or something. And all I want to know is that this is something that he wants. You know, fatherhood is like the mumps.
Excuse me. What's that?
Because it's something that you better get when you're young. Because when you get older, it's something that could turn into a very serious condition.
He'll live, Papa. Okay? Just give it some time. Give Drew some time.
Time doesn't always change things for the better.
So I'd just like to thank you for your consistent hospitality. And Nora, it's good for you to know me. I am going to miss you. Linda? All right. Hey, is this survey to Western Lit?
Keep it down. When old man Levin starts to lecture, that's the only time I get to sleep.
Well, I think I'll manage to stay awake.
Hey, you decided to take Western Lit after all.
Oh, you inspired me.
I hope you took a look at the reading list.
They taught us to read in Georgia. Anyway, I hear the professor's real easy.
Well, Professor Levin has taken a medical leave, some kind of operation.
Then who is teaching this course?
Good afternoon. All right. My name is Thornhart, and I'll be replacing Professor Levin, who's on medical leave. Now, you can have a lot of fun in this class, but I'll swear to you, I'm tough, and I'll make you work. So, if there's anyone in here who'd like to switch out of the class, do so now, or forever hold your peace.
Look, Dorian, I can't forget that Todd is dead because of Marty, and I am going to make her pay for it if it's the last thing I ever do. By seducing Patrick.
Well, why not? It's perfect. She's in love with Patrick, but that kind of passion is much too much for the poor little rich girl. So she had to take the safe way out. Marry good old solid Dylan. Well, she's just going to have to live with that.
Blair, are you ever going to decide to take the safe way out? Just once in your life?
Ah. Landview has not anything to show more fair. Good afternoon, lovely ladies. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, Claire, of course not. So good to see you, darling. You remember Arthur Vanderburg,
Yes,
my
I do.
publisher, is
Hello,
here to
Mr.
talk to me
Vanderburg.
about
How
my
are you?
book.
Well, I'll leave you to do that then. So, if I can...
Blair, just one moment, please. Would you excuse me for a minute, Arthur?
No. I would not want to take any time away from your publisher, Dorian. I've got tons of things I need to do anyway, so ciao.
Lovely girl. She's done wonders with that newspaper.
Yes, Blair is quite a wonder. I often wonder what she's going to do next.
Okay, so the store manager found some CDs in Huey's jacket. I mean, they weren't supposed to be there, and, you know...
Oh, no, that's called shoplifting, Dylan.
I know Huey. And if he did take the CDs from the music store, then some of the other guys put him up to it.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
I'll vouch for him. If anything else happens with him, if he gets in trouble, I'll pay the damages, I'll pay the legal fees, whatever. And then you guys can do what you need to with him.
Why do you care so much about this kid?
Because Huey's dad walked out on his mom. Kind of left the kid high and dry, you know? And ever since then, the kid's been looking for somebody to look up to. Well, I just volunteered myself.
Well, you know that store manager? He wants to press charges.
Well, I know him. I'll go talk to him, and I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. What?
I was just thinking those kids down in Angel Square, they're really lucky to have you.
Oh, no. I'm the lucky one. And those kids are giving me 100 times more than I could ever give them. So, anyway, thanks, Bo.
Sure.
All right.
How you doing? Everything okay?
Yeah, thanks to Dylan. You know, I think maybe I need him to run interference between Drew and me.
Now, any survey of Western literature must begin in the motherland of all great writing. Yes.
Where would that be, Mr. Thornhart?
Kelly, right?
Yes.
Well, Ireland, of course. And that brings us to the greatest playwright in Ireland, William O. Shakespeare.
Excuse me. I was under the impression that Shakespeare was English.
Never, ever tell an Irishman that. Okay, now, who's read some Shakespeare? Mr. Hodges.
Call me Primetime.
Well, Primetime Hodges, what Shakespeare have you read?
In high school, the one with the dude and the witches.
Oh, yeah, Dude and the Witches. That would be the Scottish play. Now, did you not enjoy Shakespeare's writing?
What's to like? A lot of wimps running around dressed like girls saying Forsyth, stuff like that?
You tell, man.
Wimps, are they? I need a female volunteer. Miss Kramer. Now, let's have a look at one of these wimps, shall we? The play, The Taming of the Shrew. The town, Padua. The man, Petruchio. Or as they say in Italy, Petruccio.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Daytime, right?
Oh.
Now, Petruchio has decided to marry the meanest, most foul-mouthed wench in Padua. Why? Because her father is the richest man in town and Petruchio is broke.
I am the wench?
Good morrow, Kate. For that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
You lie, in faith. For you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs. Myself am moved to woo thee for a wife.
Moved? In good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first you were immovable.
Why, what's immovable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are laid to bear, and so are you.
Oh, such shade as you as me, you mean?
Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Ah, too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
Well ta'en, and like a buzzer.
Oh, slow-winged turtle. Shall a buzzer take thee?
I for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come, you wasp, in faith you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Knows not where the wasp doth wear his sting in his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours. If you speak of tail, so farewell.
What? With my tongue in your tail. Nay, come, good Kate. I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
Do we have your attention yet, ladies and gentlemen?
I wasn't alone in the pool hall that night. If my husband finds out... Look, I kicked the drugs, right? I dumped that creep I was hanging out with. Things are going so good between Jimmy and me. Don't ask me to throw it away.
I threw away 6 years of my life. 6 years in prison for murder, when it was really self-defense.
But you're out now. You got this place.
I'm on parole. I look sideways at a cop and I go straight back to jail. And the worst thing is I've got it hanging over my head for the rest of my life. I'm Antonio Vega, convicted murderer and ex-con. I want my name back. You can give it to me.
Sorry, Antonio. I can't do it.
Fine. Then give me the name of the guy that was with you that night. Maybe he saw the box cutter. I could get him to say I was defending myself.
No, he'll kill me.
First time he walked in, he was here, wasn't he?
I gotta go.
You don't have to say anything. Just nod. That night at the pool hall, the guy you were with, it was Javier Perez, wasn't it?
You've been given a second chance with your kid. You know, you could have a chance to make up for lost time. Do you know what I would do to have a chance like that with Rachel?
I know.
No, just cherish every minute you have with Drew. You just never know.
Look, we are going to find Rachel. I don't make empty promises.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
Your car's waiting.
Okay, thanks, Lynn. I have to go to Philly and I have to testify in that counterfeiting case, all right? Rachel is going to be just fine. If anything had happened to her, we'd know about it.
It's not just Rachel I'm worried about.
Yeah. I'll do everything I can to bridge this gap with Drew. Okay? Don't hold your breath, though. This ain't Mayberry RFD. We ain't ready to be Andy and Opie just quite yet.
I'll see you. Hey, I'm back to report on how I spent your money.
Great, I want to hear all about it, but look, right now,
Duty calls, huh?
Yeah, but I'll be back real soon, okay? I'll see you.
Bo has to go and testify in this really big case.
Sure.
But I, on the other hand, am dying to hear about your first day at LU. True?
Dorian, let me point out that your world tour was financed by a cash advance on a book, a non-fiction memoir of your life and times with Victor Lord, including his untimely demise.
I know that, Arthur. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for your confidence.
I don't want your gratitude, darling. I want the book. It's a year overdue. If you don't deliver,
Consider it delivered.
You do love to tease, don't you? Had it with you all the time. Pride and passion.
Would you prefer sense and sensuality?
But what happened to the book I commissioned, My Side?
Arthur, I tried. I really did. But no matter what, I couldn't make myself delve into the sordid details of my past with Victor. What? Anyway. Who cares about that anymore?
I paid for it.
You paid for a book. And that's what I've written. I've written a novel.
A novel?
Yes. I guarantee you're going to love it, and so will your readers. It's the story of a mature woman and her love for a much younger man. Arthur, say something.
I could listen to that Irish accent all day. I am going to read every play Shakespeare ever wrote, just in case he needs another volunteer.
Now, wait a minute. Shakespeare's only part of the course. We're reading Marlowe and Shaw and Miller and...
Are they all as sexy as Shakespeare?
Now, wait a second. Do you believe that your generation invented sex? Believe me, it's been around for a very long time, and Shakespeare's still a turn-on after 400 years. Excuse me. My office hours are posted outside my door. You're welcome to sign up for it. Aye. Hello, Margaret. Didn't expect to see you here.
Didn't you? There's plenty other schools in the area. Dylan said you probably took on this position on purpose.
Landview University is the only place that offered. You can always stick to your med school and stay away from the quad.
You see, I would have, but then I got this message in my box, which said there was a problem with spring registration. So I went to the dean's office, and there was no problem. That's strange, huh?
Not guilty.
Yeah, that's the same thing you said when you
Margaret.
locked in the library.
Please. I saw that you returned the book I sent you. It's obvious now that even a little gesture of friendship's not appreciated. You married the man you loved, and I'm just trying to get back to the life I had. All right, I'm not sending you any secret messages to lure you here.
Then who put the message in my box?
You asking a poet? Blame it on one of those gray, boxy computer things. I don't...
Yeah.
Don't tell me I can still make you smile.
Yes, I appreciate you giving Huey a second chance. Yes, I promise you will not happen again. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
He talks the talk and he walks the walk.
Hey, all I did was make a phone call.
You got involved and possibly saved Huey from making a real mess of his life.
But you know him?
His sister. It's been real hard in the family ever since their father split. They need a real man.
Well, what are you doing down here? Bo sends you down here, make sure I was keeping Huey in line, or?
No, I'm off duty. I just wanted to tell you, I didn't trust you when you first came to Angel Square, but I was wrong. You're a part of the place now. You belong.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. If there's anything you need, let me know.
What, are you volunteering?
I'm not much at basketball and stuff like that.
Come on now, Linda. I saw you dancing at the wedding. Pretty hot. In fact, a lot of people around here have been asking for Latino dance classes. Interested?
I guess I could teach a few steps if you sign up.
No, not me.
Hey, who's the teacher? Come on.
Linda, I will step all over your feet.
I don't break. Ooh, a rumba.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only station that old radio gets.
Besides, just think how you'll impress your wife. I'm sorry I accused you.
I'll live.
I think I better head home and just take a look at these notes.
You know, it is such a small world, isn't it? Oh, well, I was hoping that I would run into you, Professor Thornhart, but Marty is in med school somewhere that way?
There was a problem with spring registration.
Oh, there was.
What brings you to college, Blair?
Oh, we're just curious on how the good teacher did on his first day with the wild and woolly Americans. How'd you do?
Well, I hope I made Shakespeare a little more stimulating.
Oh, really? Well, from what I saw, I think that you stimulated them plenty from those girls the way they were looking at you. But listen, I had an ulterior motive when I came here. I wanted to know if you wanted to take that rain check that you gave me, if I could redeem it for dinner tonight. I mean, that is if you weren't so busy grading all your papers.
No. Sure. Why not?
Great. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. Not at all. Goodbye, Margaret.
Great. Okay, good. Well, what time would be good for you tonight, Patrick?
When you're kissing me, are you thinking of her?
Who, Kate?
No. Lale.
Oh, come on.
You were.
No,
Weren't you?
No, I was thinking of Leo as much as you were thinking of Mr. Thornhart. No, don't even go there.
I just want to make sure it's me you love.
Oh, if you don't know that by now.
Young love gets you right here.
Gross.
Well, if it isn't our favorite dead man walking.
Aunt Dorian said the whole deal
Kelly,
was off.
you can relax. I'm on my way out of town.
Well, then, don't let us stop you.
Well, I just wanted to stop by and say goodbye. No hard feelings, Kelly?
Speak for yourself.
Hey, come on. I only tried to kidnap you. You tried to murder me, but I'm not bitter. Just wish that I could have been the one to help you lose that special something. What? Really? You guys did it? Joey, congratulations, my friend. Finally got lucky, huh?
Yeah, uh-huh. Well, David, I do believe that was the hardest I've ever hit you.
Look, Mom, just tell Mrs. Lord that you'll work for her part-time.
Yes, sir. I'll tell her. You know, that young lady who was here this afternoon, she's the one who can help clear your name, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's got to be willing to testify. She's scared.
Of what?
Look, don't worry about it, okay? I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Bendición.
Got a phone call at the club that you wanted to see me. Next time, why don't you come in person? Maybe I'll make some time for you.
You were there, weren't you? That night at the hoo-ha, you saw everything, didn't you?
School was okay. It was no big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal to me and to Bo.
Right.
No, really, if Bo didn't have to testify in the big
Nora,
case
it's
in Philadelphia.
okay. He's a busy man. I'll take a number next time, all right? I mean, come on, let's go.
No, not true.
African-American, female, light complexion, 18 to 25 years. Okay. And where's the body been taken? Oh, yeah. Could you tell the medical examiner to wait till I check missing persons, and I'll get right back to you.
What happened?
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Tell me what happened, for God's sake.
They found a body in the Lantana River.
Can I see it?
No, and you don't want to. Regulations that...
Don't tell me regulations. That could be my daughter. That could be Loretta.